Welcome to the Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide sports. Joining me today is the head coach of the Alabama rowing team, Larry Davis. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
It's good to have you. It's been a while since we've talked to you, so good to see you here again.
Good time, yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, I know your team has already been hard at work this fall. What have you seen from the team so far in those early morning workouts on the Black Warrior River?
Well, I think a key thing that I've seen is we have a little more depth this year as far as of quality of execution experience. We have more seniors this year for the first time in quite some time. And one of the things we've noticed, each weekend we sort of do a little race simulation, and we compare that to a standard that's based on an international standard, which obviously that's a goal for us. We're not quite there, but we take percentages of those times and see how we're doing in relation to those times. And so far this year we're ahead of schedule, and some of the times we've put in have been in the 75% range, which is good for this time of year. We've really been on the water about 2 weeks now. So, and we're also at very low stroke cadences, so we're pretty happy about that. And I think some of that comes from the fact that we do have a little more depth, and we're certainly looking to take advantage of that as we go through the season.
Well, Coach, can you talk about your two team captains, Logan O'Neill and Courtney Atkinson? What do they bring to the team from a competition and leadership standpoint?
Well, Logan's been with us for 4 years now. She was a captain last year, and she's one of these people that have a very great skill at organizing and sort of being a little bit of visionary as to what can help not only herself but the team do better. And she brings those sort of organizational skills and some of that vision together. And Courtney's just sort of a laid-back, keep things kind of even keel type of girl that she's got a lot of energy, committed to the sport, and really a caring individual. But I think she adds a little bit of balance and sort of being a little more laid back.
Well, Coach, the fall season is just around the corner, and your team will compete in 3 full regattas and a head-to-head dual race against Alabama Huntsville here in Tuscaloosa. How is this going to help prepare you for the spring and really challenge this team as you go through the fall schedule?
Well, one of the things we were looking to do is expanding our home schedule, and it's been a little tricky up to this point in time. And being able to get Huntsville to come down is going to do 2 things. One, it gives us a chance to get some of the kinks out before we get into our major races. And there'll be a challenge, even though they're a smaller program. They have some young ladies that have done some good things, and a pair of them have actually won a club national championship the last year. So it's going to give us a chance to row some combinations that we don't normally row, some small boats that we every now and then enter in some of the bigger races, and row against some competition at home. And also we're hoping that we'll actually be in our boathouse, new facilities by then. So it'll be sort of like a way to sort of break into the new facility and get a chance to show it off a little bit to a visiting team, as well as just give the girls something to have a little extra pride in when they go out and compete on the home course. So we're really looking forward to it, and if we can, we may even turn it into something we do on a tradition in the fall. We obviously have to work on some schedules like football and things like that, but we're looking forward to that.
Coach, speaking of that new boathouse and facilities, I'm sure you're anxiously awaiting the chance to utilize that new boathouse and facilities, and I'm sure it must be a huge source of pride for you and this team to be able to call that your new home.
Oh yeah, we're definitely we're chomping at the bit, and the girls have had a chance. We sort of took a tour of it with the team a short while ago, and they've had a chance to see what it's like, and it's a big step way above what we've had, and the girls keep asking, how about when's it going to be? When's it going to be? So we're certainly looking forward to it, and one of the things we want the girls to understand that it's not an entitlement that they have. It's a privilege, and we certainly want them to approach it from that standpoint. That it's a great resource. It puts us on a facilities playing with anybody in the United States, and we certainly want to live up to our end of the deal as far as making sure that we understand the benefit that we have, and we want to use it to our fullest.
Coach, as we said, you host Alabama Huntsville, and that dual race is on September the 27th. I know you'd love to have some fans come out and support the Crimson Tide there on the Black Warrior River. It's not a bad way to spend a Saturday, is it?
No. Weather being good, hopefully it will be. It'll be something where you just relax. It's a nice park area, and then with a little bit of luck, we'll be in our facilities. So we'll be able to operate from there, as opposed to where in the past we've sort of shared from our current facility to there, and it's sometimes maybe from a crowd standpoint it's a little confusing as to where we're coming from. And I'm hoping that we'll have things set away where we can actually boat out from there and give the fans a little more feel for what we're hopefully going to be doing in the spring, because we have 2 home races coming up in the spring for the first time in some time. So it's a way for us to sort of get a feel for running a home regatta from our new site.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the new boathouse and facilities, and good luck against Alabama Huntsville on September the 27th.
Thanks a lot. Looking forward to it.
For head coach Larry Davis, I'm Christopher England, and that's it for this edition of the Crimson Tide Connection.